Hey, what's going on? I'm Emcee Rapology. I'm just doing this podcast just to give you the news this week. So I'm going to cover it into two sections. There's going to be international news, and then I'm going to cover local news in Australia. And some of it's going to be hip hop, some of it not. Now, I want to get straight to this one because it's something that, disturbed me when I found out. I couldn't believe it. And that is the untimely demise of Pat Stay. Now, even though me and Pat Stay, like a lot of you may not be aware, that I had problems with Pat Stay, but I would never wish death on anyone, especially not someone who had a family, a young family at that. And it's unfortunate that now his family have to go through a grieving process where, something that, as tragic as this, could have been avoided. And I'm going to say it like this. Pat Stay, yeah, he got on a lot of the wrong side of a lot of MCs. But someone like myself got, I had problems with Pat Stay. We didn't see eye to eye. He was a bit of a smart aleck. He spoke his mind. He was opinionated, and he often upset MCs. Now, Pat Stay did rile me up. There was years ago in one of his live streams, we were, covering some live stream videos, and Pat Stay had a bit of a mouth on him. But I guess that's why he was a battle rapper, and he was, I guess he walked the talk. And, me and Pat Stay, yeah, we had a falling out, but, I didn't want to see him dead. Now, when I heard that Pat Stay had been murdered, I just couldn't believe it. I had to check various news sources to confirm it. And, I was saddened by the news, And then I did some research and, the days went by and I thought, I'm going to have a look into, the person that's responsible for Pat Stay's murder. And sure enough, the person that did get caught, he is now in custody, and there's a little bit of information on him. I've been reading through the comments and what people have been saying, and some people have alleged to have known this offender. I know his name's Adam, and I know the irony of that, but I want to just put this like this, all right? Now, the offender was known for these sorts of crimes. He had committed a string of offences involving knife crimes, and I believe he had maybe a bit of an issue with Pat Stay over the years, and I believe that it percolated over social media. Now, Pat Stay, from what I've heard, from what I've read, I don't know how true this is, went to meet up with this guy because this guy wanted to sort things out, although he purported to wanting to sort this problem out that he had with Pat Stay, but he premeditated to viciously stab Pat Stay in a nightclub. So this crime was carried out, and it unfortunately cost Pat Stay his life. And I think it's, quite a tragedy, not for just his family and his friends and everyone involved in his life, but also that of hip hop, given the type of acclaim that Pat Stay had in music, the kind of person he was, the contributions he made to the culture and to the art. This is someone that will be sorely missed, and I think that it only highlights some of the wider problems in the culture of hip-hop that we need to address before we lose every single MC to this, culture that only breeds hate. So I think, we need to do something before it's too late. But rest in peace, Pat Stay. I feel sorry for his family, and I do not wish death on anyone. Now, something else I want to talk about that's, quite serious, and that is something that's just outside the realm of hip-hop, but will surely influence hip-hop for years to come, and that is the conflict between Ukraine and Russia. Russia has mobilized 300,000 troops. It is aiming to solidify its hold on the Ukraine's Donbass region in the east, and also it wants to support those that are pro-Russian in East Ukraine and also parts of Western Ukraine. Now, I think what's happening here is that this conflict is going to escalate. I don't think either side wants to back down. I don't see Vladimir Putin backing down anytime soon. I don't see Zelensky backing down anytime soon. And I think that now that these autonomous areas of Ukraine are holding votes to become an integral part of Russia is only going to escalate the situation into a wider conflict. And, I think it's quite a big step Russia's making, especially now, bringing out laws that make it, a 10-year prison term for soldiers that refuse to fight. Those that are of Russian nationality, they can be conscripted now to fight in this war. And this war is a proxy war between America and Russia. And it is everyday people paying the price. It's quite serious. Something needs to happen. I think that there are only a few people that can stop this conflict, and I think one of them is Macron from France, the French leader, and I think the Turkish leader has the power to try and persuade Putin to maybe back down a little. I think that there needs to be some concessions made on both sides, because if this conflict continues to escalate, it will have wider ramifications for not just the whole of Europe, but the whole world. So let's hope that this conflict is contained and that there are some concessions made on both sides, and that, there is some type of peaceful resolution to this, which is becoming more and more unlikely as time progresses. Now, to national news, I'm going to talk about Luke Vexx's album, The Devil's Got a Hold of Me, dropped today. Standout songs include Walk With Me, and that features Jack Ball and Damien Illick on some heavy metal meets hip-hop type influence. It's incredible. Really feeling the track. It's different. It's something that showcases the incredible talent of not only these three MCs, but also of DJ Deno, who is an incredible contributor to that of the Australian hip-hop scene, and someone that needs more credit for what he contributes to the scene, because he does a lot of work for hip-hop, and he's someone that deserves recognition. Now, I want everyone to go out and stream Luke Vexx's album. If they love Aussie hip-hop, get onto it. Don't sleep on this. It is dope. And another two songs that really resonated with me was called Looking At Me and Only God Will Know. Really dope songs. Really love it. Really feeling this whole project. And I think Luke Vexx has put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of sleepless nights where he's, really given it his all. And I think that you should take 5 minutes out of your day or 20 minutes out of your day to listen to this album, because Vexx has taken months out of his schedule to put this absolute masterpiece together. So the least people can do is go out and stream this album. And props to Luke Vexx, who is always keeping it real and delivering high quality music, and especially, the caliber of MCs that he works with. Absolutely incredible stuff. So get out, check out that album. It's on Spotify, it's on YouTube. Don't sleep on it. Now, I'm going to talk about someone else, YNG Martyr. YNG Martyr is an incredible First Nation artist from Canberra who started rapping online in Call of Duty. He's also in the same sort of scene and circle as DJ Deno. DJ Deno works closely with YNG Martyr. YNG Martyr is someone who is absolutely talented, has some incredible music videos, and now has just signed to Warner Music Australia, and he's only 21 years of age. His music video 1992 on YouTube is quality. Get out on there, onto YouTube, type in 1992 YNG Martyr, spelt with the YNG Martyr. Type it in, check it out. He's dope. And you can see why he's now rising to the very top of the music charts here in Australia. So someone that's absolutely incredible. He's performing at the Falls Festival Victorian event. This Falls Festival has actually just moved to Victoria, I believe, for this year, and it's actually taking place in December at the Sydney Myer Music Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. So we got, I think, Little Nas X is going to be there as well, and YNG Martyr, and a whole host of other talented artists. So yeah, YNG Martyr's doing some incredible things for the scene, for Aussie hip hop. He's representing, he's keeping it real, and yeah, some incredible talent. Now, lastly, I just want to tell you guys about a podcast I've been listening to. Now it's become very popular, especially in the last probably 5 or 6 months. It's called The Fallon Show. It's with David Odea, which he actually now resides in New Zealand. I believe he was deported from Australia in 2018. And he is someone that interviews ex-convicts. Well, actually, some of them are still incarcerated, but he interviews these people so they can tell their story, gives them a voice, gives them an outlet, and has some pretty strong themes on his podcast show where he tries to get ex-convicts to talk about why crime does not pay. It's the overarching theme of his podcast. So I recommend get onto the Fallon Show. It's dope. Well worth a listen. A lot of interesting people on there. And yeah, it's one of my favorite podcasts at the moment. So I'm Emcee Rapology. Now, this is my first podcast back for a while. I'm going to do quite a few more. Make sure you share and stream this video, this podcast. I put a bit of time into this, and I'll keep you guys, updated with the latest hip hop news or anything that's of interest. I'll keep you guys in the lurch. So I've got some music coming out with Tazza P, some dope stuff in the works. Big ups to Tazza P, and also big ups to the Pipeline Coalition and Loke the Smoke, DJ Deno, and all the artists who support me. I won't hesitate to support anyone who's keeping it real. But I'm Emcee Rapology, checking out with my podcast. Peace.